I agree with these guys 1,000%. Like the people, this is how I feel genuinely. Like, don't try to gaslight me. Don't try to pull one over on me. Don't try to tell me what to think. I need you to be genuine and respect me enough to know I can see through your bullcrap.
Ivy League pretentiousness in the Democratic Party, I feel, where they're like, we know better, and just, you must be stupid if you don't agree with us. And it's like, all right, well, I'm stupid. I'm dumb.
Yeah.
I'm dumb then.
This video is brought to you by TatumStore.com. TatumStore.com. We got a whole bunch of new merch, and I got two things that I want to tell you guys about. First, let's start with Lucky 20. If you put Lucky 20 in, you'll get 20% off this specific product line. So we did some Fighting Irish Trump shirts for St. Patty's Day. These are actually probably the coolest things that I've ever seen. They kind of remind me of the throwback starter jackets. Some of y'all are too young to know what a starter jacket is. But get you some of this merch today. I got the hat right here, but I can't wear it because the green screen, okay? So get you some of the products today. And another thing, if the money's acting funny and your change is a little strange, we got 50% off some of these overstocked items. We got too many in stock. These are all my favorites, to be quite honest. But we want to get rid of the stock, and it benefits you more than it benefits me, all right? So 50% off. All you have to do is put these into the cart, and it'll automatically give you a 50% off code. Now, you can't use both together. So if you use Lucky 20, you can't use 50% off. Use 50% off, you can't use Lucky 20. So make your decision on which ones you want to buy. Like, subscribe to the channel. Y'all already know what to do. Let's get into this. Let's go to Andrew Schulz real quick. Roll the clip.
The results of the election, I don't think that they would like to believe this, but it was a rejection of what was happening. I think the assumption is everybody just loves Trump and he's just this populist, and every person that voted for him is like, I just love everything about this guy. But I actually think that a lot of people were just like, I don't like what's happening now.
Right.
And this current administration is saying that they don't want to change much that's happening now.
Right.
So I'm voting against that lack of change.
Right.
And I think it's important for them to realize that. Like, I talk about this a lot, especially with Charlotte on the pod, and it's just like, you have to be reflective, like, what the people are telling you. Like, when the Mangione thing happened and the reaction by the people was to laugh at it.
Yeah,
and
they were
kind of
like, pumped.
But you got to look at that, and you got to pay very close attention to what people are feeling. Don't tell them what they should feel, and you know better, and, oh, we have to, lead them to the water because they're too stupid to know how to find it. No. They are disillusioned by the medical system, and if you don't meet them there, you're never going to win. Ever.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's, at least from talking to Trump, that was something that I got from him, is like, it doesn't seem like it when you see him on the news and shit, but he's like an acute listener. Like, he listens to what people are saying. And he listens to, more importantly, what they're feeling. And he can tap into those feelings. And I think that that's what people who've had a lot of success in politics were able to do. Barack did it. Bill Clinton did it. Probably maybe the best. Bill might have been the best. His ability to communicate to people what they were feeling.
I know you feel pain.
I do feel pain, Bill.
I'm here for you.
You are?
I am.
I would love that. It was...
I'm going to be your leader.
Yeah, it was...
Yeah, it's
You need to listen.
Touch that woman.
What I think what Trump's done that's really brilliant.
That dude was a
is
freak.
bringing people like Tulsi Gabbard, Robert F. Kennedy Jr.,
Yeah.
Kash Patel, like bringing those people, and like you kind of really do get a chance to change things, like legitimately change things.
But think about that decision, right? It's like those people are all echoing sentiments that the majority of Americans feel. We do not trust the food. Here's the guy who says the food is bad.
Right.
Maybe we should put him in control of the food. Kind of like a simple thing.
Yeah.
Instead of going, well, this guy is the food doctor, and we're going to hire the food doctor because he knows what food is good for you, and you guys should just shut up and listen. And I feel like there's a lot of this like top down on the left. And I'm not trying to just like bag on the left. I don't care really about that. Like, I don't even care about the politics. I care more about like where the cultural liquidity is. And it's like, you can't talk down to people. There's this like Ivy League pretentiousness in the Democratic Party, I feel, where they're like, we know better, and just, you must be stupid if you don't agree with us. And it's like, all right, well, I'm stupid. I'm dumb.
Yeah.
I'm dumb then. So why doesn't somebody meet me where I'm stupid and start at least making me feel like I'm not an asshole for the way that I from my, I guess you could say, political leanings now. Yeah, I feel like they need to meet. And it's a very simple thing. Make it a class issue, and I think they win. And say what you want about America, but I think it's better if we have two people running for president that we're stoked about, and it's a really hard decision.
Oh, yeah. That would be wonderful. Yeah, that's not what we had. We had one group of people that legitimately wanted to change things, and then we're going to see what happens if they do.
I love watching this. Keep it on the screen. I think Andrew Schulz is like, I don't know if he's evolving or I'm just hearing him more, but I really do think Andrew Schulz is so much more of a critical thinker than he is a comedian. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying his comedic relief is not, but he's one of the funniest people I've heard. But I think I guess comedians are critical thinkers though. You got to be pretty smart to be witty enough to tap into what people are saying and thinking, and I mean, not saying, but how they feel and how they're thinking and how they receive jokes and what jokes will land. Because he said some Jew jokes on the thing, and it was hilarious. People were laughing. I was like, oh my God. I thought people were going to kind of get offended, but I mean, he had the whole arena laughing, and they were funny jokes. So it takes a skill set and someone who has a pretty significant IQ or maybe even just EQ, emotional intelligence, to understand how to deliver stuff like that. Because I could say, I think I'm pretty good at it. I think I'm pretty funny. I probably could be a comedian if I worked on it. But some people can do a Jew joke and it comes off really bad and nobody laughs and people get offended and start feeling some type of way. Andrew Schulz can do a Jew joke and the Jews are laughing, although they're offended, they still laughing. You know what I'm saying? Like, it takes a person with some type of mental faculty that is on another level than the average person. And that's why I think when Andrew Schulz goes out and he says these things on the podcast and he's articulating himself on Joe Rogan's show, if you listen to what he's saying, it's pretty significant. Like he's diagnosing these things pretty well. And I think, well, Joe Rogan is a comedian too. That's why I think Joe Rogan is diagnosing these things very well. Like we can see the writing on the wall. Joe Rogan took a while to come across the pond, in my opinion, but he all the way in the pond now. He already crossed. But I agree with these guys 1,000%. Like the people, this is how I feel genuinely. Like don't try to gaslight me. Don't try to pull one over on me. Don't try to tell me what to think. I need you to be genuine and respect me enough to know I can see through your bull crap. And if you're not going to be genuine and you're going to come across as some politician that's just saying the same thing every other politician is saying, in this day and age, you ain't going to make it. It's like doing YouTube, but you stick to an old algorithm. Like that worked on YouTube 20 years ago. You can't just do that same thing you did 20 years ago on YouTube and think it's going to be successful. You can't do the same thing as a politician and think somehow people are going to start just coming across. No, it's too much access to intelligent messaging online. It's too much access to intelligent people who have charisma. It's not relegated to the people you see on TV that are politicians. It's like, no. I see people that I think should be a politician. Now I'm starting to see all these businessmen and how they operate, and you're like, dang, that person should operate this country like that. Dang, this stuff is correlated. Oh, you don't have to be a politician. You don't have to be all suit and tie. You don't have to be a senator to run for office and do these things. You just got to be a person with some doggone common sense.